Hi friends, it's Darlene the Travel Bug. Recently, I was challenged to pack my in-flight comfort bag using baggies rather than the typical pouches that I normally do. In my last video, we did this bag and we got to see which version was the one that worked best for this type of situation. But today, we're going to pack this bag. This is the bag that I typically do use as my in-flight comfort bag, and I actually wear it and save room in my personal item bag so that I can store it if I have to consolidate. So we're going to pack baggies in here and the pouches in here. Stick around and we'll see which one comes out the winner. Okay, so we got the bag already packed up. There are pouches in here, but because this bag also has compartments, some of the items are in compartments rather than in pouches. So I do have a detailed video on how I packed this particular bag, and I will leave it in the description below. So if you want to check out that video, you'll have access to that. And so what we will do is we will go through this, we will take everything out, and then we will repack it in baggies. And we'll take a look to see which one is best for this style of bag. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to weigh the bag. And we are starting out with 3 pounds, 6.5 ounces. So that's going to be our starting weight. All right, so let's take everything out and we'll put everything packed up back into baggies. So first pouch here is where I keep handy wipes so I can disinfect the seat or the tray table, seat belts, those kinds of things. I keep that handy, nice and accessible in the front. This is where I'm going to keep my passport. This is where I will be keeping some accessible money, not all of my money, but something that I may need at the airport. If I need to get a taxi or something after I land, I'll have just a little bit of money accessible there. This is my little garbage bag that I will keep. I use this on the flight, and I also keep an elastic here. So I guess I didn't do a very good job of folding, but I keep this these two things available so that on the flight I can use it as a garbage. Now they do come around and pick up garbage, but I like to keep it handy. This pouch back here is also empty. This is where I will keep my cell phone. So let's get inside. First thing I have is my inflatable pillow. So that does not go into a pouch. This is rather a large tech bag. I keep a cube and I keep my earbuds. I keep a few cords that I may need on the flight. And then on this side, I have a little stand for my phone so that I can be hands-free and watch a movie or videos on the plane. So I will just put that aside because that's going to need to be packed up into a baggie. And I have my eye drops and my medication. Again, melatonin, Tylenol, Imodium, and some gas relief. And then I have a couple of Band-Aids, some Gaviscon, a couple more Band-Aids. I have some Gravel lozenges, another Band-Aid, cough lozenges. So that's another baggie to set aside. I have my glasses case. This is empty so that, and I have a little lens wipe, but I keep it in case I want to take a nap or something. I keep this handy so that way I can put my glasses safely in my bag and not have them scratched or I don't lose them. And it's also good for when I'm at my destination. If I want to, go to the beach or to the pool, I can keep them safe and not lose them, get them scratched. Then I have my little bag I will take with me out of my bag if I need to go to the lavatory, because this is like my little self-care bag. So here I will have my little brush that pops out so I can brush my hair. I have a mirror on there, so if I am at my seat and I do need it, I'll be able to see. I do keep this little container with my day moisturizer and my sunscreen, especially for a day flight, because again, it's very drying and the sun is very intense up in a plane. Feminine needs. I have a little bit of deodorant to freshen up with, and then I have just my single-use disposable toothbrush that also has a pick. It's already got the toothpaste on it, and I will keep one of these, or a package of the two, in my little bag. So there is another pouch that we can discard. So in this baggie here, this is already packed up, but I do have like instant coffee, my electrolytes, and just a couple of snacks that I may want on a shorter flight. Longer flights, I will, in my personal item bag, have a little lunch packed up so that I can eat a little sandwich or something in addition to snacks. But for now, this is easily accessible in my bag. So I'm gonna keep this in the bag because obviously it's already a baggie. My tissues, not in a baggie. My hand lotion is not in a baggie. My little fan, I like to keep accessible, not in a baggie. My pen, not in a baggie. My battery backup, not in a baggie. And my gum, not in a baggie. And then I have another compartment on the inside here where I will keep my wallet. My wallet is very, very small, very tiny. It only has my necessities. And then I have my eye mask that folds up very small. So I have that in there as well. And then lastly, my little scissors that I take everywhere with me. We've talked about these before as well. Again, short, sweet, less than 4 inches from the pivot point to the tip. Should be allowed to go through security without issue. I've never had a problem with it, but I know others have. But I do carry these with me. And then one thing I must always travel with, it doesn't matter where I go, I will always have my lip balm. So I keep this with me everywhere I go. And I believe that is everything that is in here. So let's take this aside for now. Let's pack it all up into baggies. And if you hear that noise in the background, I'm not sure if the microphone is picking it up, but that's the snow blower. We are currently having a snowstorm, so they're out there getting the snow cleaned up. Let's go through the baggies real quick here. So we have medication, and so this is just all those things we went through. And we're not going to put anything inside these zippers or pouches on the inside because we're just going to use the baggies. All right, so I'll put that inside. Then we have the beauty kit. So again, I did include the hand lotion here as well. And so this is all the things that I would be taking with me to the lavatory if I needed to freshen up. Stick that in there. My glasses case. I do have my little garbage bag and elastic, so I'll stick that back on the side. My tech bag, so again, I have my battery, my stand, my earbuds, my plug, and then all the cords that I will need. That can go in there. My baggie of snacks, that can go in there. Hand sanitizer and glass wipes. That I can still stick out in the front so I have it accessible in the front. My wallet is still in my wallet, and I will stick that on the inside zippered compartment. And lastly, I have this baggie, and in here it's just the miscellaneous things: my fan, my eye mask, gum for landing and takeoff, tissue, my lip balm, and my little scissors, as well as a pen. Make sure your pen does right. Because you know, when you need one, they never work. All right, so with all of that packed up, I will roll up my inflatable pillow. I love this inflatable pillow. Stick that in there and zip up all these other additional compartments here. And again, it's for money, passport, boarding pass, telephone, all of those things. All right, so it is all packed up, and let's get this weighed. So we're at about 3.4 ounces. All right, so we've packed up this bag. We took out the pouches and we've changed it out to baggies. So we have saved, in this case, 3 pouches. And we have used the baggies. Now, is it really worth it? I mean, everybody has their own opinion. Baggies are clear. You can see exactly what you need. Some people forget what goes in what pouch. And then on the other end, you know, baggies are expensive. And yes, they're reusable to a certain point. They're more impactful on the environment. Whereas using pouches, you know, it's sustainable. You can keep reusing them, and you know, you can get more as souvenirs on your trips, right? So, you know, everybody has a preference. And so what do you prefer? Do you prefer using baggies, or do you prefer using pouches? Is it, you know, really, is there a difference? You know, using a bag like this, is it better to use baggies, or is it better to use pouches? Using a bag like this, it may be better to use pouches or baggies. You know, everybody has a preference depending on what they're packing. I guess the question is, if you were packing a bag like this, a crossbody, you know, what would you prefer? Would you prefer to use baggies, or would you prefer pouches? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to know your thoughts. Well, for now, friends, thanks very much for joining me. And if you liked this content, please consider liking and subscribing. All the best, and until next time, happy travels.